Alright, how's it going? We should be going live again, and it looks like, yes, indeed, we are going live. So that's good. Sometimes I don't know if it's actually going to work, but it's always like, why wouldn't it work? So it worked. And, you know, I'm signing on now. Okay, so we're jumping back into things. We are using a team that is very similar to this. This was a team I released earlier this month, and the only change on the team we're using right now is that we have Arcanine over Corviknight, and we have Rock Slide over Ruination on Tinglu, and we have Pollen Puff over Protect on Amoonguss. Everything else, exactly the same. And so, you know, it just feels like a generally more well-rounded version of the team. I mean, Corviknight is great and all, but if we're trying to, like, be competitive and get the best success, you know, then we do other stuff. And so we've only played 6 matches so far, but that being said, we're not doing too bad, right? Like, excuse me. So we're jumping in. We are jumping in. And we got someone. Okay. Meowscarada, Talonflame, Dragonite, the freaking Heracross, Chiyu, and Meowscarada, and Fluttermane. Okay. The thing about this is I kind of want to lead Mushroom and Farigiraf, right? Because if I do that, it really, like, forces them to choose who they're going to target, right? With their Trick Rooms or whatever have you. I mean, you can assume they probably have, like, a Trick Room counter on their team. I do think we probably want to bring this. And then play this. So I'm just going to feel it out. No Palafin this time, no Tinglu. I mean, we really haven't been using Tinglu. Like, Tinglu's cool and all, I guess. They start that, okay. Okay. I'm gonna say let's Spore here first. Let's Terra Trick Room. Should I Protect first? Oh, I can't. Okay, I was gonna Protect Amoonguss if I can, but I can't, so. I don't really know if I'm gonna save myself from anything by doing this, honestly. Because we still take a lot of damage. So, if we don't we do get flinched. Okay, so that's about as bad as it gets. I'm gonna Rage Powder this turn and Trick Room. Because a lot of people are running Specs Chiyu. Or like Scarf, right? They are gonna withdraw though. So we'll get the Trick Room. They'll probably like try to Brave Bird or something dumb. And I'm just gonna Spore them obviously. And click Hyper Voice. They might have Safety Goggles Talonflame. I think that would be cool. No, they don't. Okay. So they don't wake up, which is really nice. Or, well, okay, hold on. They don't wake up. We do know, however, that we're not really getting anything anymore out of having what's-his-name on the field, so that's not actually true, because we're about to get a KO, so I'm going to... Pollen Puff myself, and I'm gonna Hyper Voice. I almost forgot that that was a play. I also should have Psychicked. I should have Psychicked, because the Hyper Voice is not guaranteed KO. So now we just Spore them oh, sorry. Now we just Spore them again. And this time, I mean, I'm gonna Psychic the... just because, right? Like... So we just say, stay asleep. And then we go for some solid damage on the other guy. But they should wake up this... Ooh, they really stayed asleep. No, yeah, they go for that. Okay. And then... now... I'm going to Spore this slot and Psychic here. Interesting withdrawal. So now we Spore that. And we click Psychic, which actually does KO like we needed it to. Okay, so... bring back the Flut to Strut. And I'm gonna click Rage Powder and click Trick Room. Because I mean, you have the D-Leam, and I'm pretty sure we live it. I don't know if we do. We live it, okay. That matters a lot. So at this point, I'm going to click Spore again. I mean, actually no. I'm gonna click Pollen Puff, and I'm gonna click Dazzling Gleam. I'm confident enough that we'll get this KO, especially with them lowering their own special defense. Yeah. They do get off the Heat Wave, which unfortunately for them does not get a double KO. So at this point, I'm just going to bring out Iron Hands. So they've locked in. Is there a way that this ever loses me the game? Have they terrored yet? No. So I think what I have to do is Wild Charge here and Dazzling Gleam. Because I don't want them to go like Terra Ghost right now and like try to win that way. Okay. So we'll get the D-Gleam. Do the little bit extra needed to get that. And they go for Earthquake. Now, interestingly enough, this could be bad. Like, I'm assuming that they have multi-scale, but if they have inner focus, this actually could be bad. Okay, no, they don't have inner focus, so we should win. We just click Drain Punch, and we just click Flare Blitz. What were they doing? Oh, it's Trick Room. Okay. I was like, really? I was like, really? You're that slow, my guy? GG's. So that was a pretty rough one, but we managed to pull it through. Even with getting flinched right away. I mean, I think if they had just gone for Heat Wave, Dazzling Gleam, they would have probably just won, right? But they did not. But we did get use out of Pollen Puff, which was nice, right? Like, I literally gave it Pollen Puff for a reason. Okay. So inherently, Farigiraf is good here, which is good, right? I think ultimately this and this is going to be our best lead, right? With Mushroom, right? Like, I mean, the Mushroom is good. And then, what would be best all the way in the back? We could do Palafin Stunks. I don't really know if Palafin is our ultimate best, but it does match up decently well into most of their team, right? Like, it should still get us pretty far. I just don't like, it's like Tinglu cool, like, it's not that great. But that being said, I mean, Arcanine has stonks, like, especially considering that they have, you know, Scizor. But I have Fake Out. So we'll really have to see what happens with this one, honestly. Like, who they Terra, what they lead, blah blah blah. Right, so that's fine. We Fake Out. We Trick Room. I highly doubt they have a Ghost Terra Scizor. But if they do, all hats off to them, I guess. So we should see a Mortal Spin here or an Earth Power. Mortal Spin. So I'm actually not that threatened by the Glamour right now. I kind of want to avoid it for a turn, in case I need to get rid of the Scizor. But I don't know if I'll be able to get rid of the Scizor even if I double it up, because I don't have good damage. So, something I could do is just click Swords Dance, and then Psychic here. But it would almost be better for me to Terra. Like, not really. So, I'm just gonna go for this. I still think it's my... yeah. I'm saying we see them U-turn here. Like, they should almost definitely U-turn. And it's probably gonna KO us. No, does not KO. And the poison won't KO us either. So they bring the Flut to Strut. The poison does actually KO. Okay. I clicked Swords Dance though, right? Yeah, I did. I was gonna say. So we bring in a Moongus. I'm going to Wild Charge here, and I'm gonna Spore. The reason I'm Wild Charging is I want to make sure that it KOs. But if they Terra Grass, does that make it not very effective? Right? I need to... I don't know. I forget if Electric is not very effective on grass. I think it actually is. So they will protect. And then I think, like I was saying, I think my move is not very effective now. Yeah, so that's unfortunate, but it does look like we probably needed the extra damage. So they'll Earth Power, I get that. The Earth Power is actually going to KO us. Well, not with that. So we saved ourselves with our berry. So Spiky Shield hurts you, doesn't it? Does Spiky Shield hurt you? Someone remind me. I'm gonna switch out into Palafin, and I'm gonna Spore here. I think we might lose this one though. So what am I thinking here? I wish I could trust Pollen Puff to do that much damage. I think this turn I'm going to Jet Punch and Pollen Puff. I could actually Pollen Puff myself. I'm gonna do that next turn. I'm gonna think about Pollen Puffing myself. So we get the KO there, which is nice. They actually get the one turn wake up. Okay, so we're gonna have to... Ooh. I don't know. I think they just win this one, honestly. I'm gonna protect, and I'm going to Spore the Dragonite. Okay. They just might have Lumberry Dragonite. Let's see. Yep, okay. So they definitely win. I mean, they win. Like, they win. I'm gonna probably cancel next turn, but yeah. Then they actually protect, so. So, technically they kind of gave me a chance to come back by doing that, but not really, so. We will just give them the run, because I'm not going to draw this one out. I mean, I guess Poison Terra Ting-Lu could have been good here, and like, I haven't really explored the level of bulk that is afforded by Ting-Lu yet, so I think that's kind of something that is to be considered, right? Like, I don't know. Yeah, I'll think about it. Can't win them all. So we're 6-2. Leak. Oof. Okay. I feel like I've seen a team like this before. Well, we can't really just, like, Trick Room them. So what should we do? I feel like this is a really solid start no matter what. I feel like Tinglu's not bad, honestly. I might start Tinglu. And I'd really like, actually I think I want to start this, bring Tinglu in the back, and then, I mean, we could bring the mushroom for mushroom things. It's probably better than bringing Arcanine and then setting off their Defiance, so. That's a cool card. What's up to the viewers, though? Feel free to say something in the chat. So, that's fine. Belly Bolt. You have a belly? Let's just fake out the Plepper. And let's do a hard swap into Tinglu. Fake out the Pleps. They withdraw Pelipper. That is not what I expected my Gerald von Goisenberg. They do bring out the shiny Toedscruel, which I have much jaw respect for. Oh, no. What are we doing? What are we doing? No. I'm gonna Terra Style and I'm gonna Swords Dance. And I'm going to... Heavy Slam the Toedscruel, Throat Chop the Toedscruel. I mean, why not just Stomping Tantrum that— oh no! Oh no. They have a freaking air balloon. It's okay. It's cause I wanted to power up my air balloon secretly. I just didn't tell them that's what I was doing, right? So we're actually getting stonks right now. Watch them click like Muddy Water. They're probably going to. Weather Ball, my freaking lord. Okay, so that was a bad play, but we're going to turn it into a good play because I'm going to click Swords Dance again. I'm going to click Swords Dance again. And then I'm going to switch it to him again. Okay. Big Yikles. So now we Drain Punch the Toedscruel and we click Rage Powder just because. If they have Sash Toedscruel, that would be kind of bad. Yeah, so they're gonna Acid Spray again, which is like, I get. They don't have Sash. Okay. So we're back in a good position here. They bring out the Plep. I still think we beat Pleps here. The only thing is we don't know the item on the Plep, and the Plep is more likely to have a Focus Sash, right? So I'm gonna just go after the King Gambit because I can. Actually, no. I'm gonna Wild Charge here, and I'm gonna click Rage Powder. Yikes. So hear me out, guys, this could be bad. But not really, because King Gambit's going to be faster than Bellybolt, right? So, I mean, realistically, like, I'm just going to click Drain Punch and Rage Powder again. Nice. Goodbye. Delete. Delete. And they set up Reflect again. Good job. So at this point, I'm just gonna do the same thing I did the whole time. Yo, what's going on there, sir? He does live. Good for him, you know. But what you gonna do when I bring out Palafin? So I was not feeling Trick Room in this one, and it's fine because we still found a way to win. But yeah, how's it going, Zach? We are... What is the global challenge? The global challenge is just like a tournament that's being held in the game. In the if you go to play in the ranked battles, there's a section that says online competitions, and this is happening right now. And if you do good, you can get points to earn towards, you know, if you go to in-person events. You know, when you win in-person events, you get what's called championship points, and you can also get championship points for doing this. But yeah, what's going on? What's going on? So we got that one, right? That's a good feeling. I honestly wanted to go 7-2 really bad because, like, you know, we were sitting at 6-2, and like 7-2 is what you want in a tournament. You really want to be 7-2 in a tournament. You don't want to be 6-3. That's not cool. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks. So, let's think here. I feel like there's a really good chance that King Gambit's going to try to do King Gambit things. So, I'm going to start the Mushroom to try to put King Gambit to sleep. And I'm going to start... Farigiraf? Let me think. What does starting Farigiraf get us? it gets us a Psychic into the Iron Moth. It gets us quite a few things. We just need to make sure that we can beat the Slug is the thing. So I'm gonna bring this, and then I actually think I want to bring Tinglu. Like, they have things on their team that try to ward away Arcanine and Amoonguss, right? So technically, I almost had to do this. And I think they have a really cool team too. So, I mean, I don't even know if they had any series regulation Cs, but I mean, you don't need them. You really don't. Thanks, Zach. Yeah. This is a hard call because I mean, like, I could just Terra Style and Trick Room, but I don't know how far it gets me, right? Like, I'm playing with fire here because, like, it's really hard to say who I should be Terraing right now. They're gonna Ground Terra. Or is that Rock Terra? Yeah, that's Rock Terra. That's such a weird decision though right now. Like, I just feel like this is a final Gambit. I just feel like this is a final Gambit Annihilate, and if it's not, I'm gonna Spore it. So they do go for the final Gambit, which is unfortunate because it means that I'm wasting my Terra. I'm wasting my Terra on a Pokemon that's about to get knocked out. But I am gonna Spore the Tyranitar, which is good. Okay, so we Spored them. I'm gonna bring in Iron Hands for now. Because if they bring in something that can't protect, I'm gonna Spore that too. Right? Like... Okay. That was unfortunate, though. They bring out Indeedles, which I get. Indeedles can only target one thing. And I still think it's more important to start trying to get rid of T-Tar right now. So I'm going to Drain Punch the T-Tar. If they redirect it, then I'm going to do a massive chunk on the Indeedee. And the Indeedee's going to have to deal with that. So... But I'm hoping that they Psychic the Amoonguss slot, trying to get rid of the Amoonguss. So we bring out the Tinglu Scott. And they do indeed do what I said. So let's hope this Drain Punch does a lot. It does not KO, but it does do a lot. So now I'm gonna Rock Slide, and I guess do this. I feel confident in this Rock Slide, but I also think that it's not guaranteed. Yikes. So possibly I should have gone after the T-Tar. But the T-Tar does stay asleep. We get more healing, I guess, which is good. Alright. Ah, you trash. Let's I'm gonna switch back into Mungus. Nice. So we'll get that, and then the Indeedee will knock itself out. And then they basically have to target Amoonguss, or else I'm gonna put them to sleep. Doing ranked though, that's what's up. Yeah, the Hawlucha comes out. So Hawlucha raises its special defense, which I get. I'm gonna just Heavy Slam and Spore. Because, I mean, you literally have to make a decision here. Like, are you going to go to sleep? Or are you going to take out Ting? Or are you going to get rid of Amoonguss and get Heavy Slammed? Because if you take out Ting Lu, I'm sporing you. That's what you have to do. So, they made the right play. It's just not going to win them the game. Big damage. And just for added flair, because they already Terra'd, yeah they did, because they already Terra'd, we're gonna Heavy Slam them, and we're gonna Fake Out, because we can. Boink. Psychic Terrain what? Mr. Flying Pokemon? Rebel, yes. Nice. So we are 8-2. And technically the second wave is going to start after this battle. Like, after this battle, people who have already done their first 15 are going to start playing again, so. Alrighty. We've got Meowsker Sada. We've got Final Gambit, King Gambit. I kind of think... Well, we need to be able to deal with Corviknight, don't we? So, I'm kind of still tempted to bring the Mushroom, honestly. And... I mean, Ting Lu's, like, not bad here. It's not the best Pokemon I could bring, honestly. So... I still kind of want to bring it. Like, It just feels like the best answer to Garganical. I mean, they're pretty much used... I think this is just G-Sock Lee's, like, tournament. Well, no, it's not, because it has a Corviknight on it, but it's pretty similar to G-Sock Lee's team. But that I did expect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fake out the Garg, and I'm just going to Trick Room. I mean, like, if they go Ghost Terra right away, I don't really see how far that gets them. I just know that they should click Final Gambit. Like, based on the team comp that they have, this is a Final Gambit team. They might not. If they don't, I'm gonna click Hyper Voice and then Psychic. If they have Ghost Terra, that's probably their best way out of what I'm doing right now, obviously. But Poison Terra, no, they do. Okay, so good play, good play. This is why I was thinking about clicking Swords Dance. But that being said, I still think they have Final Gambit. They have Taunt. No. Okay. So let's click Swords Dance, and let's click Psychic. Because now they don't have good damage into us, right? So the Psychic will do a lot. Yeah, like enough that there's... Ooh. We will have to double target them, unfortunately, next turn. But, like, what I'm expecting is I'm expecting them to click Drain Punch. They might protect, but they should Drain Punch, right? Like, they should Drain Punch to try to get to a higher health than what Psychic can take them out from. But technically, also their best play would be to click Protect. So we'll see. I mean, because of the team they're using, they should be used to playing slow. But, like... that's what I was thinking they would do. So we'll Wild Charge them. It doesn't KO, but this Psychic will. And no more Annihilate. So now they'll Salt Cure, which sucks a little, right? But all things considered, we're still in a pretty good position, I think. I mean, we do have to switch out Farigiraf, I think. So they bring out Jerry. Good old Jerry. So what is Jerry gonna do is the question. I want to just Drain Punch, and I want to switch into Mamungus. The good thing about this is I can just redirect their Salt Cures for the rest of the game. They could, you're right, they could revive the monk, but you know what they do? Not that. But they do have that, so unfortunately. Okay, so yeah, like you were saying, we can expect a Revival Blessing next turn, but we do have to just click Rage Powder and Drain Punch. Also, how does Annihilate interact with that? Like, like, what happens to ooh. Okay. They probably have like punching glove or something, and they're like, "This is the tech." This might not KO, but it does. Alright, busted. I would not be surprised if Meowscarada is in the back, but if it is, we have to switch out Tinglu right away. Okay. Well, Tinglu Skada does not care about that. So Tinglu is our best answer to this. Yeah, I mean, there's really no way out of it for them, honestly, so GG's. Like, I just wild charged the Corviknight, and, like, it's just like, what do you do, you know? Like, you can't roost because you can't roost at full health. Like, if you want to try to roost to stop yourself from taking super effective damage, that doesn't work, like, you know. So, it was going to be a pretty rough game for them. Where's my phone? Ooh, I don't know what to think about that, my guy. That is what the kids call a team. Thank you to those of you who have subscribed throughout this live stream, though. I can't see who has subscribed, but, you know, I can just check periodically and see that somebody did. So, let's see. What do I want to do here? I mean, the problem is that they have, like, Psy-Spam shenanigans, right? So, almost, in this case, my best lead is almost always to start the Liberty Bull, as they call him, and the Shormus, and in doing that, we Terra Style, and we Spore something, and we try to go from there with Stunks. We should probably also bring this and this as our last, honestly. The reason why I think that'll be best is because if we do get in a bad place with Mr. E-Force, we need to be able to eat E-Forces. And that would be, I mean, ultimately Farigiraf is the one who's doing that, right? Like, yes, so I'm gonna say let's Stomping Tantrum here, let's Terra Style, and Spore here. Because it basically forces them to, like, if you Terra the Glamora, then I'm gonna Spore the Armorogue. If you Terra the Armorogue, I'm gonna Stomping Tantrum the Glamora. So we're giving them a which one would you rather, my guy. Do you see what I'm saying? That's not gonna save you either. We're giving them a would you rather, my guy. Mortal Spawn. I mean, this is a really bad turn for them. Like, that is really scary, though. Because this might KO. No, okay. We eat those. Look at that bulk, man. Look at that pure bulk. So I'm gonna just Stomping Tantrum them again. And switch into Farigiraf. This way we only get poisoned and not badly poisoned. They do Spiky Shield, which is always the right play. Okay, so now what we do is we Psychic the Glamora, and we Stomping Tantrum the Armor Cannon Boy. Because now the Stomping Tantrum will, like, almost definitely KO the Arm Rogue, at least I think. I mean, whatever. Looks like they might be Trick Rooming my Trick Room, like trying to call that I'm gonna Trick Room or something. But if they Trick Room, I'm fine with that, like. They do have a Sash. But next turn, I'm gonna Hyper Voice. And maybe like Heavy Slam might be the right play, right? Because Hat's pretty slow. Exactly. You see how I just said Hat and then they brought out Hat? It's almost like I'm gaming. So we click Heavy Slam and we click Hyper Voice. They do wake up though. This should not KO. Yeah. I mean, we just got too much bulk, my guy. And not only that, your Hatterene is probably slower than my King Lou. So, Heavy Slams. Free Heavy Slams. Hopefully. Yay! We're actually using Ting Lu Scrap. I mean, like, can we be honest about something? We're actually using Ting Lu. I would say our turn 1 was pretty stonks, though. We're not out of the waters, but we're like doing well, right? I'm gonna Throat Chop, and I'm going to Psychic. Damage. You make my Earthquake. Okay, so I really doubt that they'll be able to bring it back from here, but it's not impossible. Ayo, what's good? We're doing pretty good. I'm sitting at like 11-2 right now or something. I don't remember how many matches we've played actually. It might be 8-2 because we've only played 10 matches. About to be 9-2 hopefully. What are we looking at here? I'm gonna just spore them and I'm just gonna protect. You didn't make, you like forgot to sign up or something. It happens. I highly doubt this earthquake is gonna KO, but like, yeah. Nice. Okay, so I mean there's really just no way out for them at this point. Like, if I really wanted, no, I mean I don't have to do anything. Like, I don't have to pollen puff myself. We don't have to do any of that. We just click Flare Blitz. We just click Flare Blitz and pollen puff. The Flare Blitz probably KOs. No, exactly. That's why we played slow. GG. Nice. Alright, alright. That was a pretty long match, it felt like. Let's see. How many matches have we played? 12. Okay, yeah. So we are 10 wins and 2 losses right now. Sitting at, I guess 775 is where that puts us, so I mean, whatever. You know, we're doing alright. It's Chef. Chef is someone to be on the lookout for. So Chef has the swag. Thanks, bro. Thanks. I don't know about this one. This one looks a little scary if we're being honest. So the thing is, we know that they probably want to start Pavilion, right? Like, if I was them, I would probably start Pavilion. But my general way to get around what they're doing is to start this and then terracile it. But, like, that also leaves me more vulnerable to getting spored, doesn't it? So, This is a thinker. This is a thinker, my guys. Because, like, we need to be able to live things. Is this going to be the first game that I don't bring Farigiraf to? I don't think I can do that. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, my team struggles a little bit against opposing Trick Room. So, like, I mean, because what I have to do against this is try to not give them Trick Room, right? Like, freaking Palm de Fleur. Alright, Palm de Fleur. I'm going to for the freaking pomme de fleur. It's such a funny name. We spore the pomme de fleur, and then we flare blitz, and then we extreme speed. Uh-oh. Okay, that's a Mungus. That's fine. I thought they were gonna switch in Flash Fire Boy on Ymith, and I was like, oh, he would. Ooh, looks like they do have Grass Terra though, right? Yeah. So, I mean, at least they're playing good in that way. But, like, I definitely think switching in Armorogue was a better play. No! You be hole, free hole. Alright, GG's. No freaking way. Okay, we have one play that might get us out of this. And that is to do this and this, right? Because, like, I think we have to accept that something's getting knocked out here. So we clear Smog and yeah. Yeah, so I get that. Look at that damage. Nice, so we got the clear Smog. And then I guess, like, we have to bring out this. I just, like, they're gonna spore it, right? Like, they're gonna try to spore. I think we bring out the Farig. We bring out Farig. We spore here. And we click Hyper Voice. Good thing I didn't back out of that. Pomme de fleur. Ultra Krungus. Hello, my name is Pomme de fleur. Hi there, Pomme de fleur. Peter de Fleur. So unfortunately our Terra's kind of bad at this point. Like, our Terra's actually not doing any good for us. So what we're gonna have to do here is Pollen Puff, and Hyper Voice. Hi, Palm Defer. Hi there, my name is Palm Defer. Palm Defer. No, sir, Palm Defer. It is gonna Hyper Voice, or I mean Drain Punch us, though, is the only problem. Which, yeah, KOs. So that's the one thing I was worried about, is that, like, now we're actually kind of in a bad position versus this, Yadadai Mingus face over here. However, I can probably Psychic them. So they'll bring out the Prismillion, which actually puts us in a kind of bad position. Because what I have to do, right, is I click Rock Slide, and I click Psychic, and I hope that they don't land a Sleep Powder, but they do. So we actually might lose. We actually might lose this. Okay, well, at least there's that. So, yeah, this is going to be a rough one, but it's not over. We Throat Chop them, we Psychic them, we just have to wake up, basically. But they do identify that they need to actually start targeting that slot, so I respect that. Wake up. Dang. Okay, we probably lose. Because I already teared, right? Yeah. So, the Ting-Lu just, like, didn't really help here. Like, if I had brought my Iron Hands, it would have been way nicer than bringing Ting-Lu. But what I also could have done is, I could have, I guess, I could have guaranteed the KO on the Iron Hands by clicking Psychic instead of Hyper Voice. So yeah, there was actually ways that I could have played this one better, unfortunately, and we're gonna hand a very good opponent a win here. So, like, Chef is no one to be taken lightly. Like, Chef is a good player, and I've played Chef before. I've beaten Chef, but we just didn't make the right plays there. Like, if we actually had Psychicked the yeah, thanks, man, thanks. We will be gaming. Playing me in week 10. That sounds like it's kind of far out. Because it's like, we're playing week 8 next, aren't we? I didn't know our weeks were determined that far out. But, I mean, I'm probably in the playoffs already, so if playoffs are determined, then there's that. But, they do have Mouse Ape. So we need to think, what is our general I'm gonna do against Mouse Ape? We start for Rig. I would like to say that we could bring Farig and Mushroom. Like, if we start this and this, it basically forces them to Terra, which is the good thing, right? We bring this as well. And then we just have to choose between Palafin and the Vessel of Ruin Boy, because, once again, I mean, it's like we could bring Arcanine, but it's not, like, what I want to do right now. And I mean, I feel like this should be better here than Palafin. It's just, like, we've already seen that Tinglu's not always good. So, I mean, that last one was close. Like, it was really unfortunate that we couldn't stop them from sleep powdering us, basically. So, here, we want to go for Trick Room, right? And I'm just going to fake out the Mouse Hold, even though they should Ghost Terra. Like, technically my best play here is just Swords Dance. But what we're doing by doing this is forcing them to Terra, and then capitalizing on the possibility that they won't Terra. That's why you make this play. You know what I'm saying? If you get what I'm saying. So we are going to force the Terra. They will Ghost Terra, that's fine. The good thing about this is that they can only Rage Fist. They can only Rage Fist one thing here, right? And that's the Iron Hands. You can't Rage Fist the Farigiraf. But I do think we might lose to this. Yeah, exactly. Like, they understood what the problem was there, right? Like, I've done Dondozo Tatsu. Yeah, I mean, I don't have any Dondozo Tatsu rentals right now. But I have been known to dabble in the Dondozo Tatsu world. They should definitely click follow me. If they don't, I don't really know what to tell them. I mean, unless they click protect, which there's always that. So we shall see. They withdraw the Annihilate. That's so funny. They did make a really good play, though. Unfortunately, they did make a good play. All these turns when I could have been clicking freaking... I'm just gonna click Psychic and Swords Dance this turn. Like, enough of this. Because obviously they should be switching back into the Annihilate, right? Yeah, you can feel free to give me a team, yeah. Out comes the Obama Snow. That, like, it makes me wish that I had, like, not clicked freaking, Swords Dance. I'm gonna click Hyper Voice just to get my attack boosts. And Drain Punch. Because we should live another Stomping Tantrum. It was pretty close, but we should live it. Yeah. And then we'll KO them with our Drain Punch. Yeah. We go for Blizzard. Bring back Annihilate. At this point, my Psychic should OHKO them. But there's no guarantees. I'm gonna try to do this play, but if they switch out for Mouse, like, yeah, okay. So I was thinking about doubling up the... Okay, so they double protect, which is smart. If my Trick Room goes away, that could be bad for me. And I get the feeling that it might. Okay, so that is actually pretty bad. We don't really have adequate answers into their team anymore. And this is what I was saying about Tinglu. Like, Tinglu is cool and all, until you end up in a position like this and you're like, oh, I literally can't do anything right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, oh, well, I guess I literally can't do anything. Ooh, they set up the Aurora Veil. I think that gives me a chance to come back. The question is just how much of a chance, right? Do I see better success? I think what I want to do right now is Trick Room, Terra Style, and Spore. Nice. Let me write that down somewhere because this stream will end and then I won't be able to see that anymore. NQPVVM. NQPVVM. Yeah, so that was expected. NQPVVM. I still kind of think we're on the losing side of this, honestly. I think what I want to do is... I want to Throat Chop Abomasnow. Throat Chop Annihilate and Pollen Puff here. That's actually good for us. So we get the Throat Chop. We get the Pollen Puff that does nothing. I'm going to throat chop again. And this time I'm gonna pollen puff myself. Yikes. So I actually think I made like the perfect play here, because this was gonna be pretty bad if I didn't do that. Nice. So this is far from over, honestly, but what we have to do is we heavy slam the Abomasnow. And hold on, let's check the field. They do actually have Aurora Veil still, so let's heavy slam the Abomasnow and let's pollen puff ourselves. I'd like to win this, honestly, I really would. Interesting adjustment. I feel like the way to win this is to heavy slam and then to spore them again in case they wake up. Okay. I still think they probably win this, unfortunately. And, like, again, this is the problem with Tinglu. Interesting. So, the thing is, we technically could have done damage twice on the Annihilate at this point, which is bad for us. And if anything, that's why we'll lose, because, like, we could have hit the Annihilate twice at this point. When we haven't. They wake up. Yeah. So Tinglu, man, it's not like doing what we need it to. But see, that's the thing though, like we could have hit them twice. I just think they probably would have still survived, right? So it's like, sure, we can go for the throat chop, but the drain punch, yeah. It's like technically we're doing more, so like it's worth still playing just in case. Crit? No. I mean, if we did get a crit, we could win this, honestly, I think. Nah, probably not. Crits? No. Ting-Lu is just not it. Like, I'm just saying, you know, Ting-Lu is really underwhelming sometimes. Like, that's 2 wins in a row, or that's 2 losses in a row because we brought Ting-Lu. You know what I mean? Like, specifically because of Ting-Lu. And this is what people have been saying about Regulation C, is like, you really don't need a Regulation C Pokemon, and a lot of the time, trying to force a Regulation C Pokemon actually makes the team worse. Because it's like, what has Ting-Lu really done in most of these? I'm not going to try your team right now because we're doing something, but, I mean, I do appreciate you giving me the team. Yeah, so this is a very similar team to my team. Let's see. What do we do against this? I mean, we could just go with standard procedures, kind of, and, like, start this and this, and then we just have to accept that we might have to Terra Style, right? So, like, we start this and this, we Terra, once we need to, that is. But what that would also mean is we would have to bring these 2 in the back, which means that we're leaving ourselves susceptible to King Gambit. So we start Farig, and we start Hans, we start Trick Room, and we start Fake Out. Then next turn we Terra Style our Iron Hands and we switch into Amoonguss. That's Amoonguss. Yep. Nice. So pretty straightforward. What we do here is we switch into Amoonguss, and then we Terra Style and we Drain Punch. The Drain Punch is in case they decide not to Flying Terra, and if they Flying Terra, we just Spore them next turn. So, really not too worried about it. We technically could have left in Farigiraf because we know the Spore should be going into Iron Hands. But, I mean, if they're trying to stop themselves from getting Psychicked, then... I mean, they might click Rage Powder. You really never know. Nice. So pretty solid so far. That was interesting to see that their Kowtow Cleaver was actually slower than us. But at this point we click Spore and Swords Dance. I mean, if they bring out Arcanine, I guess that's kind of bad, though, right? No, if they bring out Fluttermane, so... I don't know if this is a Grass Terra Fluttermane, it actually might be. But I still think my play here is Spore Swords Dance. Yeah, so you gotta do that. And then now we saw that they, yeah, so we Pollen Puff ourselves and we Wild Charge them. Yeah. So I really don't think they can win this. Trick Room only goes one more turn, so I'm gonna Pollen Puff myself again, and I'm gonna Wild Charge. Cause like, I mean, I just don't see a Terra Water Drain Punch getting the KO. But you know what? The good thing is that we're Pollen Puffing ourselves. Cause I actually could have just thrown right there. But yeah, I mean, it does nothing, and then we have the Citrus Berry, right? So. And they actually wouldn't have gotten a KO with that either. So, yeah. So we finish day 1 technically 11-4. And I do feel like the losses were very winnable if we had just played a little bit better. Especially the ones today. We only lost one yesterday, but we played a lot more today, right? I'm gonna stop playing for now after this battle, just because, I mean, it's been a solid set of matches, right? Like, and, I mean, if I really want, I can stream for a little later today. Like, it's technically still only like 9 o'clock. So, yeah, I mean, we could just stream again later, but... Let's take a look at your team. Let's have a gander, and I mean, I'm not gonna use it right now, but I'll definitely like look at it. I want to see what you are cooking with. But let's see, where does that put us? Does it? Okay, yeah. No, I was looking at the top one, and I was like, I highly doubt that we're at 1664 after all that. But no, 1596. That makes sense. Like, with 11 wins and 4 losses, that's about on par. So, we'll be picking it up again in, you know, X amount of time. Maybe we'll pick it up in a few hours, you know? That's kind of how I'm feeling at this point, is like, we might just start again in like a few hours. So, QP and Floette. Now that's hard. Now that's hard. Why Floette? It's interesting. I feel like you should. And why a bottle cap? I mean, I'll say there's some sauce here, but I don't think I'm gonna use this because A, it's not for the format that we're in right now, and B, I mean, you know, it's not really my type of team per se. But it looks interesting for sure, and I'd love to see you use it. I'd love to see someone use it. I'll save it. I'll save it for you just in case we decide to do a video with it for some reason, and we'll just put that one on the back burner. But yeah, we're gonna see what happens in the next one. I mean, I still think 11-4 is a pretty good start, and you know, ultimately, like, we've got 30 more matches to play. So we're gonna see what happens. I definitely wish we had played a little better against Chef. I wish we had also played that other loss that was like back-to-back a little better, but I mean, yeah, it's what it is. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and you know, we'll maybe see you in a few hours.